5-4 against Pebbles, the final show, and Lester Piggott goes straight into the lead on Comanche Run. So it's Comanche Run settling down in the lead from Pebbles on the inside, then comes Costly Lesson, and finally Bob back. And Lester clearly is setting out to stretch this filly to the limit, to test her stamina to the utmost as he races towards the mile pole in this Prince of Wales Stakes, and passes it, Comanche Run, from Pebbles, Costly Lesson, and Bob back. And going a good pace, the 1984 St. Ledger winner from the 1984 1,000 Guineas winner, with Costly Lesson quite close in third for Ireland, and Bob back equally close to Costly Lesson in fourth, and they're racing past the 6 furlong marker. Comanche Run from Pebbles and Costly Lesson and Bob back, and racing towards the 5 now. Comanche Run from Pebbles, with Costly Lesson going up on the outside of Pebbles. Bob back, the back marker, and now racing towards the 4 furlong marker in this Prince of Wales Stakes. And it's Comanche Run in the lead from Costly Lesson and Pebbles and Bob back. Swinging towards the home turn now, Comanche Run, with Costly Lesson second, then Steve Cawthon biding his time on the inside on Pebbles, then comes Bob back. Racing into the home stretch now, Comanche Run from Costly Lesson and Pebbles. Pebbles going very well in behind Comanche Run and Costly Lesson as they race towards the 2 furlong pole. It's Comanche Run from Costly Lesson and Pebbles. Pebbles coming there strongly now to challenge Comanche Run. Lester Piggott looks over his left shoulder, and Pebbles is coming to challenge Comanche Run now as they race towards the furlong pole. It's Comanche Run from Pebbles, Lester Piggott from Steve Cawthon. Steve Cawthon challenging now, and here comes Bob back on the stand side. Comanche Run from Pebbles, and Bob's back, putting in a tremendous run on the stand side. It's going to be very close, and Bob back's going to get up and beat the lot. Bob back has won it from Comanche Run and Pebbles.
Orders, and they're on their way, and it's Prince B, one of the early leaders. Glint of Gold going up on the outside, and now Pacemaker Showleg going into the lead as they run through the first furlong. It's Showleg from Glint of Gold. Then comes Prince B and Critique, then Protection Racket and Easter Sun. Then comes Lancastrian, and the back marker at this stage is Castle Keep. And at the end of the first 2 furlongs, Showleg in the lead from in second place, Glint of Gold. Then comes Prince B and Critique. Then Easter Sun and Lancastrian. These are followed by Protection Racket, and the back marker is Castle Keep. Quite a sensible pace, not a blistering pace, a sensible fast pace being set by Showleg as they come to the rise at the top of the hill. Just over a mile to go. Showleg, Glint of Gold. Then comes Prince B and Critique in 4th place. Critique just a little bit moody in front of the stands, and Leicester is having to get down there and niggle him along in 4th place. They are at the top of the hill on the far side. 7 furlongs to go. Showleg from Glint of Gold and Prince B and Critique. Then Easter Sun and Protection Racket, Lancastrian and Castle Keep. Lancastrian just being niggled along there by Freddie Hedge, you can see, in 4th place. So it's still Showleg, Paul Cook in the lead from Glint of Gold, absolutely cantering as they come down the hill. Then comes Prince B in 3rd. Critique up on the outside of him is in 4th, and Easter Sun. And on the outside of Easter Sun is Protection Racket, Alain Lecoeur, that one going well. Then Castle Keep has passed Lancastrian as they begin the descent to Tattenham Corner. Showleg still in the lead, Glint of Gold going superbly easily in 2nd place. Then Prince B is 3rd and Critique is 4th, and Easter Sun 5th. Then comes Protection Racket and Castle Keep and Lancastrian just out on the inside. Castle Keep going well, but it's Glint of Gold that now goes on as they head for home. Critique is his challenger in 2nd place. Then comes Prince B closing on these, then Easter Sun. Then making up run on the outside is Castle Keep. 2.5 furlongs to go. Glint of Gold in the lead in this, the Coronation Cup. From in 2nd place, Critique. Then comes Prince B, hemmed in on the rails. 1.5 furlongs to go. Glint of Gold, Critique, Prince B, with Easter Sun unleashing a run up on the very wide outside. Coming inside the final furlong, and Easter Sun throwing down the challenge to Glint of Gold. Easter Sun and Glint of Gold. Glint of Gold just holding on, but Easter Sun is finishing very strongly as they come towards the line. Easter Sun just gets it at the line. It's a photograph, and it's Easter Sun for me from Glint of Gold and Critique. Then Castle Keep. Then Prince B and Lancastrian, and behind Lancastrian came Protection Racket, and trailing in last was Showleg.
Obviously ran a long way below his absolute form. Ferryman just going up towards the stalls. This is Shasta Sam with his back to us. Shasta Sam going in with the blindfold on. Priya Bajanska next to us. Kath Red. The one next to them is Killer Curra. Numismatist 18-1 from 20-1.
Well, although the start's very important here, John, they've got to keep these horses a little bit quiet, because if they're rocking the wrong way, it can cost them anything up to 3 or 4 lengths. The start, very important. 6 furlongs, they'll be going some lick. We've lost 2 track records, or I think 3 track records at the meeting. I wonder if the Wokinham's going to supply another. There's Numismatist with the red colours. Well, I think they're going to go in pretty quickly, so we'll have a quick look at the market, which is going to be a long one, I think, and then join Peter.
And Corypheus is 11-1, Milkhart and Petong 12s, Ardrox Lad and Deputy Head and Morse Pip with Killicara 14-1. Numismatist has a movement there for 18-1 Numismatist, Dawn's Delight, Ferryman and Catherine 20-1, 25-1 Bar.
That was Amarone who went in then. This is Doc Martin and Edward Hyde, number 5. Numismatist over on the far side, number 32. It's a Pleasure nearest to us. Corypheus 10-1 favourite from 11, 12 Bar. It's a Pleasure nearest to us, and young George Dickey only able to claim 5 of his 7-pound allowance, putting up 2-pound overweight. Numismatist going in on the very far side, due into stall number 30. It's a Pleasure nearest to us, and then it'll be Doc Martin. These, the last 2. It's a Pleasure. He's in. Now Doc Martin to go. The 28 installed for the Wokingham. Under orders and away, and Amarone breaks very fast in the centre from Dawn's Delight. Priya Bajanska on the stand side right up there, and also Son of Raja running very fast with them as well, and Shasta Sam in the centre of the course. And as they run down towards the 4-furlong marker, Priya Bajanska on the stand side, Morse Pip there in the centre. Over on the far side with the sheepskin noseband, Amarone leading Ferryman. It's Morse Pip to the right, Amarone to the left. It's a Pleasure is just in behind them, the grey, and then Priya Bajanska on the right of the picture. It's Amarone in the lead, though, from Morse Pip towards the right. Then comes Son of Raja over the rainbow, finishing well. Ardrox Lad over on the far side with Deputy Head, but Amarone is still making it. Amarone from Morse Pip, and then Petong putting in a good run with Ardrox Lad upsides. It's Amarone being chased by Petong now, the grey, and then Son of Raja on the stand side, but it's still Amarone as they race into the closing stages from Petong, who's come to challenge and take it up and running right across the course. But Petong has won it from Amarone second, and third Milkhart with Lester Piggott lost his cap. Those are the 1, 2, 3. Deputy Head was 4th. Petong the winner. Amarone, Milkhart and Deputy Head are the 1, 2, 3, 4 in the Wokingham. First, number 4, Petong, owned by Mr. T.G. Warner, trained by Michael Jarvis and ridden by Bruce Raymond. Second, number 16, Amarone, owned by Mr. Vijay Advani, trained by Rod Simpson and ridden by Simon Whitworth. And third, number 12, Milkhart, owned by Elisha Holding, trained by Jeff Lewis and ridden by Lester Piggott. Fourth, for me, number 14, Deputy Head, but the judge has called on a photo for 4th place. And he's announced those concerned. Number 14, 31, Corypheus, and 32, Numismatist. But this is the winner, Petong. That is only for 4th place. This is the winner. Petong by Man Singh out of Iridium. ran clean off a true line inside the final furlong, but did not appear to hamper any other runner in the process. And I very much doubt if Bruce Raymond, his partner there, will have any anxious moments despite that swerve. So this is a feature to look for after Amarone had made so much of the running, as we review it with Julian Wilson.
Yes, Amarone made a marvellous attempt to make every yard of the running. That's him in the centre with the noseband there. Ardrock's lad towards the far side, and Patong just behind the leaders at this point. Preobrajenska right on the right, racing on her own. Morse-Pip right up there with the leaders. At this point, Amarone is still 2.5 lengths clear, and look to have a terrific chance of making all. But look at the grey behind. Bruce Raymond just starting his run, and on the inside of him is Milcard, who, just as Leicester wants him to improve, finds that the horse in front of him has just come in cross of him. Patong just goes a little bit to the left there, pricks his ears as Bruce Raymond really picks him up with 150 yards to go. For a moment it looked as though he wasn't going to pick up, but look how Bruce pulls his stick through to his left hand, gives him a smack, and two things happen. He bursts forward, but he also burst forward to the right, but luckily was clear of all his opponents when he did so. It was a remarkable burst of speed, which has taken him from a length down to a length and a half in front. He's won it. Amarone is second. Third is Milcard, and the fourth is, well, it's a very close thing indeed, but it looks like Deputy Ahead on the far side.
Yes, as you say, Julian, it's very close for fourth between Deputy Head, Corypheus, and Numismatist. Deputy Head was the finisher on the far side. Numismatist and Corypheus nearest to us. This is the winner. Patong. Always running very strongly over the last two furlongs, and Amarone supporters who looked back would have spotted him. This grey running very powerfully indeed. Pretty useful sire, this man Singh. And Deputy Head is confirmed as officially fourth. One length and the same, so just to recapitulate, the 1, 2, 3, 4 in the 1984 Wokingham. First, number 4, Patong, owned by Mr. T.G. Warner, trained by Michael Jarvis and ridden by Bruce Raymond. Second was number 16, Amarone, owned by Mr. Vijay Advani, trained by Rod Simpson, ridden by Simon Whitworth. Third was number 12, Milcard, owned by Elisha Holding, trained by Jeff Lewis and ridden by Lester Piggott. And fourth was number 14, Deputy Head, owned by Mr. P. Callard, trained by Jack Holt and ridden by Philip Waldron. As though they're all in, under starters' orders, and they're away. Fast break towards the right of the picture by Ardrock's lad. Over on the left, running fast, it's Kelly's Reef. Kelly's Reef with Kelly's Reef is Manchester Skytrain. It's Manchester Skytrain and Kelly's Reef over on the far side. In the centre, Amarone running very fast. And on the right of the picture, Ardrock's lad with right up there, Dunant. And as they run downhill now, it's over on the far side, Kelly's Reef. Kelly's Reef from Aleph right up there with Kelly's Reef also, Amarone in the centre, and on the right of the picture it's Ardrock's lad. Now it's Aleph over on the far side as they come to the 2 furlong pole. Aleph under pressure from Tony Ives, from Manchester Skytrain, Sylvan Barbarossa, and in the centre of the picture is Sound of the Sea, and coming there very fast too is Bechamel, but it's Aleph over on the far side. And it looks as though the far side with the advantage, but here comes Patong in the centre of the picture. Aleph over on the far side, Patong on the near side, Aleph on the far side, Patong on the near side from Hello Cuddles. They race into the closing stages. Patong has just won it. Patong has just won it from Hello Cuddles and Aleph in a photo. Patong's the winner. Aleph and Hello Cuddles in a photo just ahead of Numismatist and Manchester Skytrain. But Patong has beaten the weight-carrying record for me. Number 1, Patong, owned by Mr. T.G. Warner, trained by Michael Jarvis and ridden by Bruce Raymond, has, for me, won the Stewards' Cup. The William,
who's about to depart for Hong Kong. Celestial Dancer number 2, drawn at number 2. Edward will keep him tucked in, try to come very late, but he's one of the last to go in. Here's Peter O'Sullivan.
Yes, Edward last in. Never So Bold, 9-4 from 5-2. Edward Hyde riding his 12th Vernon Sprint Cup. This the 18th running. They're under starters' orders, and they're away. Godston breaks fast, and also Spark Chief. And it's Godston and Spark Chief, the early leaders, with a clear advantage at the moment as they race towards the home turn. Patong has gone third. Then Abibti just in behind him, and then Committed on the rail, and Kirshner's the back marker. Turning into the straight already, and it's Spark Chief. And Godston coming right over towards the stand side, Godston, or the centre of the course rather. And it's Spark Chief now with the advantage, being tracked by Habibti. Over on the far rail is Committed. Patong the grey is between them. They're coming down towards the 3 furlong marker. Spark Chief in the lead from Patong. Then comes Committed, got slightly chopped on the fence there. Godston on the near side. Coming down towards the 2 furlong pole, and it's Spark Chief from Patong. And then on the near side, Godston just in behind them. Habibti, and then Committed. Committed having a job to find room now. The favourites are coming down towards the furlong pole, and it's Patong. And Bruce Raymond bidding for a 3-timer. Being pressed by Habibti's last year's winner, and it's Patong from Habibti. Habibti trying to re-establish herself as Committed moves into third. Celestial Dancer's just in behind him, but racing up towards the line. Never So Bold producing a challenge on the near side, and it's Habibti and Patong at the line. It's a photo between Patong and Habibti, with Never So Bold third and Committed 4. Habibti and Patong in a photo from Never So Bold and Committed. Those are the first 4 in the 1984 Vernon Sprint Cup, and a very close photo indeed it is too. A photo between Patong and Habibti, with Never So Bold breathing down their necks, and no doubt about it, the favourite didn't have a good run at all, Committed. The judges called it a photo. So let's review the closing stages as we await the official outcome, particularly noting the incident with Committed as we join it with John Hanmer.
And Committed nearest to us on the inside, and Brent Thompson has certainly had a very rough ride on this filly, because she's been on the inside rails and she hasn't had any room. No rails there, but they're shortly to take a very sharp left-hand turn into the straight, and it's Spark Chief and Godston up in front. Patong is in third place, and Committed plenty of room at the moment on the far rails, but now the runners crowd over to the rails. They've got about 4 furlongs to race, and Spark Chief still just in the lead from the grey Patong, and Committed on the rails, and this is where Brent Thompson has to steady her to avoid being brought down, and has to gradually ease his way over to the centre of the course. He just glances over his right shoulder there. At this stage, last year's winner Habibti is in 4th place, going really well, and also Never So Bold, number 4, nearest to us, going extremely well with Tony Murray. But Godston, making his first appearance of the season on the left of the picture, still in the lead at the 2 furlong marker. Spark Chief, a 5 furlong horse, is just beginning to fade, and Patong the grey over on the far rails. Habibti gets a good run in between, and at this stage I thought either Habibti or Never So Bold on the wide outside were going to come and beat Patong, but Patong battles on really well under Bruce Raymond's hard driving. Bruce going for a treble here in the 3 races we've had this afternoon, and Patong answering every call he makes. Willie Carson goes for everything on Habibti. There's a steward's inquiry, not surprisingly, and Never So Bold coming with a tremendous run on the outside, and it's very close indeed. Patong sticking out his neck on the far side, but the angle's very deceptive. Habibti is the one in the middle, and Never So Bold on this side. The favourite Committed after a bad run is back in 4th place.
And officially it's a triple photo between Patong, the 11-1 chance, Habibti, the 3-1 chance, and Never So Bold, the 9-4 chance. And there is a steward's inquiry, and this steward's inquiry will undoubtedly concern Patong and Committed, whether Patong was in any way responsible for the interference which Committed undoubtedly suffered just about at the 3 furlong pole. Supreme, ridden by Steve Cawthon. 2, Kadim, Richard Hills. 3, Ajanak, Padedri. 4, LOS, Neil Williams, you'll notice now riding. 5 is Kedara, ridden by Frankie Dettori. 6, Buckus Rose, Walter Swinburne. 7, Cumbrian Walser, Mark Birch. 8, Night of Mercy, Bruce Raymond. 9, Rivers Rhapsody, Seamus O'Gorman. 10, Craft Express, ridden by Ray Cochrane. 11, Prohibition, ridden by Tony Clark. 12, Macrobian, David Nichols now instead of Michael Roberts. 13 is Absolution, ridden by Michael Hills. 14, Resolute Bay, Tony Colhan. 15, Love Legend, Alan Munro won the opener. 16, Maznoon, John Reed. 17, Very Adjacent, Dale Gibson. 18, Birdie Wooster, John Williams. 19, Micro Love, Gary Carter. 20, Cantoris, ridden by Jeff Baxter. 21, Gallant Hope, who carries the first colours of his owner, ridden by Darrell Holland. 22 is Let's Be Honest About It, Nicky Adams. 23 is Amigo Manor, ridden by Simon Whitworth. 24, Katie's First, ridden by Paul Edery. 25, Sporting Simon, who carries the second colours of his owner, ridden by Gary Bardwell. 26 is Pinnacle Point, Paul Turner. 27, Easy Line, Willie Carson. 28, So Rhythmical, Richard Fox. 29, Coppermill Lad, ridden by Tyron Williams. And 30 is Green Dollar, with Steve Dawson putting up 1 pound overweight. Those are the 30 runners. Here's how they bet.
And Amigo Menor and Easy Line are the opening joint favourites. They're on 10 to 1. Macrobian, Maznoon and Ajanak, with Kedara, Night of Mercy and Rivers Rhapsody all on 14 to 1. Resolute Bay and Very Adjacent 16 to 1. 20 to 1 bar.
They're under orders. And they're away. And over on the far side, Let's Be Honest About It, in the sheepskin noseband, breaks very fast with Very Adjacent upside. Sporting Simon is right with them. Coppermill Lad is a back marker at the moment. Prohibition is well there with Silka Supreme in the centre. Towards the right of the picture, Resolute Bay, Micro Love, Easy Line's got it to do at the moment. Amigo Menor is right up there with the lead. And Amigo Menor just about has the lead now from Silka Supreme and Love Legend over on the far side. And on the near side, it's Absolution leading Micro Love, Macrobian and Gallant Hope running very strongly in the centre. But over on the far side, Amigo Menor from Silka Supreme and Let's Be Honest About It and Love Legend in the centre of the horse, centre of the course. It's Gallant Hope, and up with Gallant Hope is Resolute Bay, and then comes Cantoris just in behind the lead, and Cumbrian Waltz are putting in a good run towards the near side, but it's Amigo Menor over on the far side with the advantage. Amigo Menor from Resolute Bay on the near side, and Buckus Rose putting in a tremendous run as they race up towards the line. Amigo Menor, and just coming to take it up now is Night of Mercy, and Katie's at the line. It's a very near thing indeed. It's a very Katie's First and Night of Mercy right up there. Katie's First may just about have won it, but the judges called for a photograph to all places with Katie's First may just about have got there over on the far side with Night of Mercy not far behind him. Amigo Menor was the leader right up towards the line. Maznoon was not far behind him either. But this is a very, very close one indeed, and I wouldn't like to predict it. It's a letter P in the frame, showing a very, very close one indeed.
14 to 1. Second was number 6, Buckus Rose, 33 to 1. Third, number 23, Amigo Menor, 10 to 1. And fourth, number 16, Maznoon, 13 to 1.
Many thanks for talking to me, Bruce. An exciting day tomorrow for Sheikh Rashid with Perfect Power, who's just a star, isn't he?
He is indeed, yes, he is. He's a good horse. He won the Greenham very well. I think he's going to stay well. I'm pretty confident he'll get the mile. Yeah. I'm sure he'll get the mile.
Yeah, that's interesting you say that, because a few people are worried about it.
Well, I thought in the Greenham he'd get the mile. I can equate it to if you had him in a mile in a Group 3 race, he'd win easy. Whether he can get the mile with a horse like the favourite, Native Trail, he's could be difficult, but he's sure to be in the shake-up.
Yeah, I think so as well. And a lot has been made of this fizziness on the way to post. Are you worried
Well,
about that?
I think that's paper talk, really. He's got to the start 7 times without really a problem. He when he hits the grass, he likes to run for a furlong, and he was quite alarming. But after a furlong, he's okay, and he lobs down then.
And you've also got Dubawi Legend in the race for Riley Ridder. What about his chances?
Yeah, Dubawi Legend is drawn next to the favourite, I believe, on this far side of the track, and he's a good horse. He'll definitely stay. And it was, of course, second to him in the Dewhurst. So we're hoping to get a bit closer this time.
Wonderful, thank you.
Richard Kingscote in the saddle, bidding for Kazoo Derby Glory here. Just about set. Ready. And they're off for the 2022 Kazoo Derby. Nahani misses the break and is scrubbed along. Up with the pace early, Desert Crown with West Wind Blows. On the wide outside, changing of the guard, and also Handy Star of India and Glory Days. They're followed back in the field by Masakela, chasing them up with Walk of Stars and Piz Badil as they make the right-hand turn. Right on the inside is Royal Patronage continuing up the hill. And then Stone Age just to the inside ahead of Royal Patronage. Then Westover towards the rear of the field at the moment. Sunny Liston is one of those with Huya Mal. Nahani, who didn't get away well. Grand Alliance is just about the back marker, and El Habib is also towards the back of the field as they head now towards the final mile. And it's changing of the guard, and Wayne Lorden has got across to the inside running rail to lead for Ballydoyle. West Wind Blows in second, and then 2 more Aidan O'Brien runners close up. Star of India on the outside of Stone Age in the green jacket worn by Ryan Moore. They're followed then by Glory Days on the outside. Desert Crown in a pretty good position, about 5th or 6th. Royal Patronage on the inside. Westover in a pink cap towards the inner as they continue to make a left-hand turn, just about reaching the highest point of the course now. Walk of Stars is in the midfield. Piz Badil is out wide of runners, and then behind these Huya Mal towards the inside. Nation's Pride in the all blue out wide. Masakela, Sunny Liston, and then towards the rear El Habib is right out the back, and Grand Alliance has been in the rear throughout the contest as they run on down the hill, and Nahani remains at the rear of the field as well, but it's changing of the guard as they tumble down towards Tattenham Corner, approaching the left-hander. Changing of the guard from West Wind Blows. Stone Age in 3rd, Star of India in 4th, and then Royal Patronage. Desert Crown travels well on the heels of the leaders under Richard Kingscote, and they're followed by Glory Days and Huya Mal. Changing of the guard is challenged by West Wind Blows. Stone Age in 3rd, Desert Crown, blue jacket, yellow cap, beginning a run, a very handsome run down the outside. Westover is staying on well in a pink cap. Then Huya Mal, and it's Desert Crown that comes sweeping through to take it up. Oh, and it's all over, surely. Desert Crown has kicked right away. He sprinted away from them. Huya Mal in second. Then changing of the guard. Stone Age, West Wind Blows, and Westover, and it's Desert Crown by 5-6 lengths to Huya Mal, and racing up towards the line. A 6th derby for Sir Michael Stout. Desert Crown wins in sensational style, an easy winner. Tight second, Westover running on well on the near side of Huya Mal, and then back to Masakela in 4th, followed home by change of the guard. Stone Age, Nahani, El Habib ran on through late to finish midfield.
The outcome to our 5th and the feature race of the meeting is first, number 2, a Desert Crown, and a photo finish for 2nd place. First, number 2, and a photo finish for 2nd place.
In goes audience. Last one coming in. Lake Forest to complete the line. And they're all in. Clear from the front. They're ready. They're off. The inaugural running as a Group 1 for the Sky Bet City of York. Bustled up from the stalls, Never So Brave, the blue and yellow, just to try and get a position behind the habitual pace setter Quinault, green cap, who leads them through the first furlong. Audience in the red, white and blue is tracking the pace. Kirat White face down at the rail. Then exactly in a purple and white jacket, disputing fourth with Muranoa Charlie in the black and yellow. Rosalian from his wide draw, still wide on the crown of the bend. The yellow silks, upsize Never So Brave. Then Seagulls 11 in the blue and white stripes cutting the corner. Lake Forest in the raw blue with the star on the cap is further back, and the nose-banded Anaf at the tail. Through halfway in the Sky Bet City of York. Quinault still blazing along at 40, 41 miles an hour. Audience, who's crossed to the outside running rail, now drawing upsides on the extreme left. Further back in third, Kirat, the pink cap, alongside Muranoa Charlie. Rosalian now second from the left is being asked for an effort, beginning to close. Never So Brave in the blue and yellow is coming with him. Quinault is still in front, heading towards the last furlong and a half. One from the right, Kirat. Here's Never So Brave. Rosalian exactly in the purple and white coming through. Anaf in the noseband trying to thread through. Heads everywhere inside the furlong. Never So Brave has struck the front. Rosalian is challenging. Here's Muranoa Charlie in the black and yellow with a late thrust. Never So Brave, all heart.
Let's dance in style, let's dance for a while. Heaven can wait, we're only watching the skies. Hoping for the best, but expecting the worst. Are you gonna drop the bomb or not? Let us die young or let us live forever. We don't have the power, but we never say never. Sitting in a sandpit, life is a short trip. The music's for the sad man. Can you imagine when this race is won? Turn our golden faces into the sun. Praising our leaders, we're getting in tune. The music's played by the madman. Forever young, I want to be forever young. Do you really want to live forever? Forever, forever, forever young. I want to be forever young. Do you really want to live forever? Forever young. Some are like water, some are like a beat. Some are a melody and some are the beat. Sooner or later they all will be gone. Why don't they stay young? It's so hard to get on without a cause. I don't want to perish like a fleeting horse. It's like diamonds in the sun, and diamonds are forever.